92.1, Oro Valley, Tucson.
An Arizona Lotus Corp radio station.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Monday, October 20th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. We got a great week lined up for you. We're kicking things off with a banger because we got a big event happening tonight at the Union for a night fight finale. And I hope you guys had a good weekend. I know it's been a very eventful weekend. We are in the middle of just season, get out of your house season, right? And so many things are happening this weekend. Tucson Meet Yourself, happened downtown. I went there twice, gained about 10 pounds. That was fantastic. Had some Afghani bread. Had some
what?
Yeah, Afghani bread.
Wow,
yeah,
look at you.
I had pupusa. I had tons of pupusa.
You say that on there?
Oh, yeah, I could say it on there.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was moist pupusa. Yeah, I ate the hell out of it. All right. And, so we had that going on. Of course, this was opening weekend for your Tucson Roadrunners. I got to scratch something off my bucket list, Rico.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I was excited for you. I was jealous.
T-shirt cannon. Yeah. Have you ever done it?
No.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. It's as awesome as it looks, dude. Can
I come in like the off hours and do some t-shirt cannon shooting?
Yeah, I'll let you fire a couple shots off, dude. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have 3 of those things. But then I realized, I really got no training for that thing. So about 2 minutes before I was about to go on the ice, I'm like, I should probably figure this thing out, right? So I, load up the canister and everything, and then what you do is, you give it a couple pumps to build the pressure, and then you pull the trigger. Boom! It's that easy, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, I should be good at 110 knots or whatever. So I give it a few.
No.
Yeah, I give it a few pumps, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm almost at max. That should be good. I put the T-shirt in and I fired at the wall. I damn near blew a hole in the wall, dude.
It's like the scene from the first Men in Black where Will Smith shoots that tiny gun.
Yes. It felt like that, right? And so they're going on the ice, giving it a couple pumps and just shooting it everywhere. I hit the main concourse. I was hitting everywhere. I was like, wow, I got to make sure not to aim for the first couple rows because I will take someone out. So that was huge. And it was fun. It's going to be a fun season. We split the series this last weekend. So 1-1 against Calgary. And now we are looking for next weekend. We got games on Friday and Saturday all week long. With the exception of today, we'll be giving away tickets for your Tucson Roadrunners so you can come out and join us for that. Also on Saturday morning, because it was such a beautiful weekend weather-wise. It was a beautiful weekend to protest as well because No King's Day happened on Saturday. And I don't know if you saw this because you live on the east side, Rico. But Speedway on around 10 a.m. on Saturday morning was lined up. People showed out for the No King's Day. So it was like people on both sides of the street for a good 2 miles or so. It was a lot. It was very impressive to see how many people came out for that. It was more so than I've seen at rodeo day parades and stuff. I felt like I was in the middle of a parade. And then I wanted to wave, but I'm like, oh, I'm waving like a king. That's not
no.
good. Yeah. That's no, yeah. Oh, it's, I forget. It's not about me. It's not about anybody. That's the point. Oh my God. Look down. Oh no, I got to see eyes on the road. It was weird. I did feel like a dick just getting iced coffee. And
I know. I feel bad now when people call me king. Like, all right, good job, king.
Yeah, you can't
don't
say that. Yeah.
I'm not a king.
Yeah.
No.
Who's the last person who called you king?
Guy at the gym. It's like, good lift, king. It's like, yeah, Mikey, thank you.
Is he hitting on you?
No.
Okay.
It's a bro code.
Well, okay. Because I have the same dilemma happening right now at the Roadrunners. So we got a new, not PA announcer, like a in-game announcer. You could hear him when you watch the television broadcast. He's a nice kid. His name's James. Looks like a grown-ass man, but I think he just graduated or is still going to ASU. And he is the kind of official voice of the Roadrunners when you're watching him on TV and for the away games and things like that. And he's nice. I've met him a couple years ago when he did an interview of Kim, and he interviewed me talking about Kim because she was the first Latina, in-game announcer in the AHL, and that's a big deal and something to be proud of. But James is always complimenting me, which is fine, right? He's just like, hey, man, yeah, I like that sweater. It looks good. I'm like, all right, yeah, thanks, James.
Brings out your farm.
And then he's like, hey, yeah, is that a hat? That's a new hat. I'm like, it's an old hat. Well, it looks really good on you. Thanks, man. Did you get a haircut? That looks good. I'm like, that's great, dude. Yeah, thanks. And he's like, oh man, you've been working out, man. You look fit. I'm like, are you trying to bang me, dude? Like, pump the brakes. At what point do you say, okay, that's enough with the compliments?
I think when it comes to the eyebrows, he's like, your eyebrows look really nice.
My eyebrows do look nice, dude.
Like, thanks for noticing, but
yeah. So this is the situation, the weird situation I have, because it's like, yeah, he's being nice. Mm-hmm. Too nice. Yeah, and it's like you need to stop with that, because it's like either you're trying to date or you're not being authentic, because I don't look that nice. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's a new guy at the work when I was at the weekend bar gig. There was a new guy there that kept doing the same kind of thing. Like,
right.
What's up, Rico? How you doing, man? Looking good. I'm like, I don't know you that well.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and being specific. Oddly specific about how you are looking good.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get a haircut? I got a haircut yesterday. Oh, it looks really good, man. And
you didn't skip chest day, did you?
Yeah, dude. Like, and they're like, okay, that's enough, James. And stop. You're being too loud, and now you're making it uncomfortable. Yeah. I feel me too'd right now.
Right.
I feel me too'd. And
you feel like the jerk by saying something about it too, which is even worse.
Yeah.
It's like being super nice to you. You're like, stop it. He's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. I got to set boundaries now.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's a situation where, like the bro boundaries. And I'm sure he's not trying to romantically get involved in stuff, but at the same time, like, that's enough. He might as well be checking out my ass. Be like, damn. So I feel
tight.
that.
He touches it. Like, hey.
Yeah. All right. Well, we covered a lot here on that. Yeah. So basically, the only reason why I'm saying this right now is I'm gonna clip it up and I'm gonna send it to him and hopefully put a kibosh to the compliments.
Happy King's Day.
Right. Exactly. All right. We do have a great show lined up for you today. Chef Gary's gonna be joining us a little bit later. We'll have tickets to give away for Nightmare in Congress and a whole lot more. So keep it right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Coming up next, your morning moron after music for 3 days grace, kicking things off with a little Green Day. All right, we got more. What's good morning, everybody? As you see, we got an empty chair right now as we're waiting for Chef Gary and Chef Michael to rejoin us. They went to go grab, or Gary went to go grab Michael. We're also going to be talking with Lindsay, who's a mortician, because it is spooky season, right? Ooh. Yeah, so we're going to be talking with her about the art and craft of being a mortician, especially during this season, the Halloween season. I'm sure you get a little bit of the supernatural, if you will. Yeah. And she's probably like
do you guys
numb
dress
to
up?
all of it.
Do you guys dress up for like transporting bodies?
Right. Do people expect you're going to look like Morticia Adams?
Right.
Which, she definitely does not. She has like a normal, bright aesthetic, very beautiful. She's the hot mortician. That's not how
that should be a brand. We should brand her.
We kind of are branding her.
Yeah.
So, as part of the show description today, if you were wondering what it all meant, the hot mortician is going to be one of the things that we're talking about and talking to. So, yeah, this is what the title said. Night fight finale at the Union, and the hot mortician joins the show.
Very eclectic combo there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as we get ready for that, stick around. Earlier this morning, Rico and I covered this. In case you miss it, it went like this or that. And joining us in studio is ESPN's Justin Spears from Spears and Ali, just coming back from a road trip, right? Where were you at?
H-Town, baby.
Yeah, you're in Houston eating all the good food. Look at you. You think you gained a couple pounds?
I gained like 10 pounds.
Yeah, the food looked delicious, though. That burger looked pretty good, too.
Yeah, made by Bun B.
Okay, the rapper.
It was Bunbelievable.
Is that the saying?
That was. I was trying to think of like a pun when I was eating this burger, like something that Guy Fieri would say.
Yeah.
Like, I can't say, this is gangster. So I was like, this is Bunbelievable.
Nice.
Yeah.
TM. There we go.
Now, our U of A Wildcats, suffered a loss, but it was a close loss, right? It showed a lot of promise in there. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, it came all the way down to the last play. Ethan Sanchez for Houston made a game-winning 41-yard field goal at the end. First time Arizona lost by a walk-off field goal since 2008.
Oh, wow.
When they lost to Oregon State. And they were down by 2 touchdowns. They came back. They tied it up. But I really think the biggest difference in this game was Arizona's inability to stop the run.
Right.
Houston and their quarterback, Connor Wegman, also Dean Connors, who sounds like he should be working at H&R Block, but he's the starting running back for Houston. They just could not stop them.
Right.
And for 2 straight weeks, Arizona's defense has failed to stop a mobile quarterback and also the ground game. So rushing defense has taken a step back in the last couple of weeks. That is a major problem for Arizona. And 2 straight games that it has come down to the very last play. They lost to BYU in double overtime. They lost to Houston thanks to a field goal. So, I mean, we could legitimately be talking about Arizona, kind of like the Arizona Cardinals. This team could actually be 6-1 right now, but instead they find themselves 4-3.
Yeah, what is up with that? It's like the curse of Arizona football, where we're coming so close, we look very good, but we end up getting the L at the end of the game.
Yeah,
So I mean, ASU, they actually had more promising luck.
That?
Yeah, over the weekend, but they were facing off against a backup quarterback. The internet was quick to point that out. But that was still a massive win for them, right?
Yeah, but still, that backup quarterback. I mean, it doesn't matter who's playing quarterback for Texas Tech. They have 2 really good quarterbacks, and they've got maybe one of the best defenses in the Big 12 and one of the best in college football. So that was a statement win for ASU. And 2 straight years, they have a big-time opponent coming to their place, and they figure out a way to win. And it's a party up there in Tempe right now. Yeah. Big shout-out to Kenny Dillingham and that ASU team, because you know what? This is a team – I mean, they peed themselves against Mississippi State.
Yeah.
And if they were to win that game, we'd be sitting here talking about ASU right back in that driver's seat of getting to the college football playoff. So look out for the Sun Devils, man.
Yeah. And I thought, maybe they just had the, the Scattaboo, rub last season, but it looks like their head coach is pretty good.
I thought so too, Beef. I was like, Cam Scattaboo was responsible for like at least 4 of those wins.
Yeah.
How are they going to look post Scattaboo? They look like a really good team. Jordan Tyson, their wide receiver, one of my favorite players in the Big 12 right now.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he's exciting to watch. Let's talk about Scattaboo. All right. I mean, I think the entire league is buzzed about Scattaboo, and the New York Giants, and they're my team, right? So it's good to see Jackson Dart. Yeah, I call him Jax. And Scattaboo. That like tandem, that little bromance that's brewing there. It's infectious amongst the team, and so they've been very exciting to watch. Now they lost, unfortunately. Again, like kind of last minute yesterday, but Scattaboo looked great again. This guy, I can't believe he almost went undrafted, and the Cardinals couldn't pick this dude up, because it just seems like he has that type of like football mentality that's infectious, that makes other people around him want to play harder. Yeah. Am I wrong?
No, they call him and Jackson Dart the creatine Caucasians.
Yeah.
That's, I think, Bussin' with the Boys with Taylor Lewan and Will Compton. They call them the creatine Caucasians. But it's so funny how, Russell Wilson was supposed to be like the franchise guy, and it was supposed to be, Russell Wilson, Malik Neighbors, and then it's turned into Jackson Dart and Cam Scattaboo.
Yeah.
And everyone in New York is loving it right now.
Oh, they are. Of course they are.
I don't know the longevity of Cam Scattaboo's career because of the nature in which he plays.
Yeah.
It's a little too violent.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, you're going to kill yourself for CTE for days. I mean, every time I see a Cam Scattaboo post, someone's mentioning CTE. Oh God. Like all over the place, dude, because he goes head first in everything. But that's what makes it so fun to watch too. Yeah, the guy's a maniac. All right, well, we have a lot of football that we're going to be covering throughout the week, and I'm sure that you're going to recap in detail on ESPN 1490 with you and Ali today. And then who we facing? U of A facing this next weekend.
It's a guaranteed win, man. Guaranteed win. Put all of your money on Arizona because they're going into a bye week. But they're undefeated against bye.
Yeah, they are undefeated against bye. That is legit.
Shocking.
All right, Justin Spears, everybody, ESPN Radio 1490. Spears and Ali, thank you, Justin.
Thank you, guys.
Of course, we're gonna hit the reset. Be back with your F My Life and more right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
You're not ready for those ones.
All right. Chef Michael's about to get his skull smashed. Yeah. That's what we do. We do smelling salts. We talk about food cooking competitions. Yeah. It's been around. Yeah. There you go. That's
that means it's working.
Yeah. He's got it.
Get it.
You gonna do it now? Yeah. See, Gary. Gary's always the worst with peer pressure, dude. Yeah. This has gotten him in trouble as a kid.
No, you gotta go.
You gotta whiff it in. Oh, look at that. Oh,
he wasn't ready.
Yeah. God. That's right. That is supposed to be a what? It's supposed to be a what? That's how we're promoting it. Chef Gary, Chef Michael in studio. We're going to be talking about the knife fight finale happening at Union tonight. That's a big deal. Of course, Rico's been documenting the entire process here.
Ken Burns over here.
Yeah. Ken Burns doing his thing. And then we'll talk about the what we have. our finalists here. How's the season been in knife fight so far?
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of new people this year.
A lot of new people. Couple vets.
Yeah, and then one of the vets is in the final. I mean, Martha hasn't competed in 3 years. She came back. She went on a little baby hiatus and had some kids and
Came back with a vengeance.
Came back with a vengeance. Yeah,
100%.
she's been on fire. And the newcomer, Kintaro, he's kind of new to the culinary scene here in Tucson.
What a badass chef name too.
Yeah.
Kintaro. Yeah, I mean, right off the bat, I've been seeing him in the just the images and the promo video for the finale, and you're just like, oh, this looks like a heavyweight bout here. Kintaro.
Yeah.
Versus, I was like, this Mortal Kombat or a cooking competition?
Isn't that a Mortal Kombat character? Is Kintaro?
I don't know.
I think it might be something like that. Close
Should be.
to it.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
It is now.
Knife fight. I'm gonna pull this up in case you don't know what we're referring to.
Kintaro.
Yeah, Tucson Knife Fight is the deal. Union tonight, it's free. You could go there, you could eat dinner, you could watch, and then we suggest you get a table, get some cocktails, order food from Union, and then watch these chefs cook because you will not be able to taste the food that I get to taste, and that's the benefit of being a judge in the final round. And this year, I promised Chef Matt I won't fuck it up. He got mad at me last year. Yeah, he snapped on me, dude. And I'm like, I thought we're boys, Matt.
What the hell,
Yeah.
man?
Well, because the way that I would go in and judge this, and this is for every single year until last year, I went through a 1 through 10 process. I wasn't scoring it like a boxing judge.
Gotcha.
I was that guy. But nobody said anything for the first 5 years I was doing it. Until I handed
Matt Cable. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, who, Matt? Who?
Yeah.
It took me a minute.
Chef Matt
Like,
Cable.
which
Yeah.
Matt?
Yeah, and he came in. He talked sternly to me, like and I was like, oh, my bad.
He
Oh.
did the dad shoulder grab. He's like,
Yeah.
listen, pal.
No, he goes, you're fucking it up, and I'm like, oh, like I was in the bear. You know what I mean? Yeah, like he was in the weeds and stuff, and I'm like,
Good
well, you add it, and I mean, it's because it's a wide swing. I would because if someone swung and missed hard. It reflected in my score. I'm like, oh, no, sorry. That was a swing and a miss, bud. You're going low,
Yeah.
I came in like Simon Cowell. I mean, it's like I want you guys to all succeed, but at the same time, I'm not one to shy away from recognizing your failures as well. That's kind of what you bring me in for.
Yeah,
Wow.
and to your credit, a lot of the guest judges kind of did that.
Yeah.
So we reformatted the judging.
Yeah,
the
the sheet's a lot easier.
Yeah, the scoring card's a lot easier to follow now.
Okay, good. We're back here live on the air, Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're talking about the knife fight finale that is tonight at Union. Very excited about the Union knife fight. This is the 9th year.
9th year.
Yeah, 9th year, which is a big deal. We got Chef Gary and Chef Michael in studio. They co-host it and make this a wildly entertaining cooking competition. The charisma that they have emceeing the knife fight is both educational and hilarious and just entertaining. So you got a good tempo in the way that it's presented. You can watch the chefs cook on the big screen, and Union is really the best house to host this each and every year for the finale because you have the big screen right behind the chefs as they're cooking it up and you're live streaming the whole deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Going into this competition, now we were talking about on the stream how I messed up the scoring in the past of how I would do wild swings and Chef Matt Cable, from Zio Pepe was quick to scorn me, and let me know I was doing it wrong. This year, how did you make it easier for the judges to understand?
So we paired them up. So instead of it being chef, it's secret ingredient. So you'll have both secret ingredients, both chefs in one category. So you're just scoring across.
Okay.
Instead of having to jump back and forth. We still the same boxing score, 8 through 10.
Yeah, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And that's the thing. So the boxing scores, I'm going in as a judge. If it doesn't impress me, that's an 8.
Yeah.
Right. If it blows my mind, it's a 10. Right. And then anywhere, 9 is the relative in between. Yeah. It could be like, it's good.
We also put instructions on the sheet now.
Yeah, but I don't read those. Right. So,
I don't read.
That's why it's good to know.
So I can't ChatGPT
But the important thing to know is that if one competitor gets a 10,
Yeah.
the other competitor cannot.
Right.
It's either a 9 or an 8.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
You need to read the instructions.
I know, like I said, I don't read those things. It's good to know now.
Yeah,
I remember a little later.
Reformatted the whole thing
Okay.
and made it for us. So he'll
You
give
have
you
to
the
yell at
rundown
Beef.
tonight because
Yeah.
he'll be there with you.
You'll be good.
All right, so
It'll be fun.
with the knife fight cooking competition, it's down to the secret ingredient, right? And the two finalists, Guitarro and Chef.
Martha La Madrid.
Right, yes. And so I'm very excited to try both their culinary styles. I know Guitarro's from the Oyster Club, so, representing the Oyster Club is always like a high bar. What are some of the secret ingredients you had this season leading into the finals?
We've had a lot, actually.
Century eggs.
Century
Oh.
eggs.
Yeah,
Twice
Century
twice.
eggs.
Oh.
Okay.
You missed that one.
Yeah, pump the
be
brakes,
happy
and
about
I'm
that.
so glad that I missed that. But century eggs this is like a Japanese delicacy, if you will. Is it Japanese? And it's like a rotten egg, basically.
Basically.
Yeah. And they had to do that. Who are the judges for Century Egg Night?
It was Shane from Tucson Food,
Okay,
and then,
yeah,
and then
so
Rob
many.
Noby. Yeah.
Did it turn out okay?
Yeah. I mean, they used it more as a seasoning than an actual
Right.
component. Everybody made deviled eggs.
Okay.
So I mean, that was kind of what the major outcome was. It's a umami bomb. It's funky. It's super creamy and rich. It's a texture thing for a
Yeah.
lot of people.
See, that's crazy.
And it
because
looks rotten
It's
too.
like a
If-
rotten. soy
yeah, it
sauce
looks rotten.
jelly.
It's blackened.
Yellow.
if I was a chef, right, I would have a catchphrase and be perfect for Century Egg Night because I would just say for everything, put some stank on it.
Yeah.
That would be my catchphrase as a chef. So if I'm working the line and be like, okay, you gotta taste it, like no, take it back, you gotta put some stank on it. That's my catchphrase. Century Egg, it makes it super easy. Put some stank on it because stank is in it. So
Already in
glad.
there, yeah.
So good. I mean, last year I kind of got the short end of the stick as a judge because we had like squid ink.
Uh-huh.
So that was weird in ways. So like usually there were some good dishes, but there were some that didn't sit with me right. And then there was something else that was kind of gnarly that it was difficult for the chefs or the bartenders to kind of pull off, if you recall.
Well, once the season's over, I forget ingredients.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, so
The
Century
squid
Eggs.
ink, I remember that because that was in the bar, wasn't it? Because they were making
Yeah.
like drinks with the squid ink in the bar.
Yeah. Yeah,
Remember the
what-
black cocktails.
What's one of the secret ingredients, Rico, that you saw that you're just like, ugh? But-
Literally, that century egg one was the one that stood out the most.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was like, A, I've never heard of it. B, it just looked putrid, and I kind of felt bad. I
yeah.
was like,
But we did have our second ever tie.
Yeah,
From
we had a
that.
tie that night.
Yeah. So
Okay.
They had to go to sudden death.
Oh, nice. And so what they have to do in sudden death?
We had kohlrabi, which was our backup ingredient, and Martha made soup out of it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10
well, we
minutes.
can talk about one that Gary had to do one time. I think last year. Was it like a cigar wrap he had to make something out of? Like some kind of paper, some cigar.
Oh, it wasn't last year. I didn't compete last year.
Or was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, I don't remember.
You made something out of a cigar, basically.
Oh, yeah. I smoked something with the cigar. Somebody brought a cigar. It was weird.
Like, yeah, use this. You're like, okay.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I think I blacked that one out.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
I did. I was like, what the hell's going on?
All right, so we're talking knife fight. Knife fight's going to be at the Union tonight. Now, it's a cooking competition, so you have the entertainment there. The food and everything and the drinks, that's provided by Union. You're going to go there, you'll be able to eat and drink, but there's also going to be a raffle, a bunch of different prizes that you're
Yep.
giving away. And the knife fight is all about giving back to the service community and industry, right? So you like all these proceeds from the raffle, they're going to be going to what?
So to our 501, so we started a 501c3. 100% of the money that comes in goes right back to our community. So if like a bartender or dishwasher or food server, anybody falls on hard times, needs a little helping hand, we sponsor them for that month, give them a little bit of money. Now it's a check because we're legit now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we've given out a little over like close to $81,000.
Yeah,
over
that's
the last
huge.
year, so.
Yeah, that's great. Well done. And what are you raffling off tonight so people that can go there contribute and maybe walk away with some
And
prizes?
then there's always the usual suspects, gift cards and whatnot.
Booze.
Booze. We actually have a Ninja Creamy that we're gonna be raffling off. That
I think I'm gonna buy that raffle.
Yeah,
Yeah. So a Ninja Creamy. So Ninja is kind of like one of those. It's like a blender.
It's a
right?
blender.
Yeah. Okay. And so the creaming to make cream sauces.
No, you make Ice cream.
creams, all kinds of stuff. It's like one of those like
Okay.
Dude, your face right
Right.
now, bro.
Well, like you can make homemade ice cream with that, man?
Yeah,
Are you
it
talking
makes it
about?
bread.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll
okay.
get a judge's prize. Or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
dude. I'm gonna bring some extra money for Ralph tickets. Dude.
and then we have a big trailer gonna get raffled off tonight too. Like it's like how long is it that you get to use it for?
It's for an event. It's basically a converted horse trailer that's a mobile bar. So they're offering up their services for the evening. If you had like a quinceanera or a party, family reunion, whatever.
Nice.
It's kind of cool.
All right, hell yeah.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
Night fight again tonight. You want to get there early to secure your spots as far as tables concerned, because we will fill that place up. It's going to be a party happening all night long, and we're going to talk more with Chef Gary and Chef Michael about Night Fight here as we continue. But coming up next, we speak with hot mortician Lindsay on the podcast broadcast because, it is spooky season. So we're going to get into the mind of a mortician right after this, and new music on the way from 9 Inch Nails. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. All right. Yeah. So, I'm going to pull up some of this real quick before I send an invite and play a clip to Lindsay. I'll show you the promo video that Rico put together here for the final of Night Fight.
Rico crushes these parties.
I know,
It's
dude.
Unbelievable.
I know. He's
Thanks,
all over
Brian
it.
Adams.
Yeah.
Wait, were you behind the? Did you get a DUI, Jack?
A DUI, Jack.
Oh yeah, of course.
So funny, bro. I was like, what?
I hear this.
Pintaro, Mountain Oyster Club.
Martha, College Cuisine and La Madrid Catering.
People think that's slow motion. That's a big ass trophy, dude.
It's almost taller than Martha.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I almost broke my knee jumping off of it.
Yeah, you can't be good for your age. I love it. All right, so yeah, that's the Night Fight finale. Join us tonight. It's going to be a good time. All right, we're going to hit the reset and be back with hot mortician Lindsay. But earlier this morning, we did a little F My Life and went a little something like this. Check it out.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations emailed to me. Rico and I are going to weigh in on your F My Life situation and agree on whether or not your life is effed or you're being a big baby. Are you ready, Rico?
Let's go.
All right, first one I think is almost automatic, but I'll share it with you anyways. Amber said, Beef, I'd always been really scared of meeting someone from Tinder, so I was really reassured when my first Tinder date went really well. And I kept seeing the guy. He then gave me herpes. Plot twist.
Wow.
Yeah, out of nowhere. F My Life. What do you say, Rico?
Can't have it all, huh? Yeah, F my life.
Yeah. Not only is that F My Life, and thank you for not saying be anonymous there, Amber. Yeah, you're a better person than the guy you were dating for
No
sure.
kidding.
I'm definitely gonna hit the horn though.
The herpes horn?
No, it's F My Life horn.
Oh.
It's not designated. It's strictly for herpes. It covers a lot of things. But okay. Next F My Life sent to me by Tyler. Tyler said, I confessed to my coworker that I'm interested in her romantically. She turned me down, saying that I'm a great guy, but she basically doesn't want mixed race children.
Whoa.
Yeah, she said she isn't racist though, so I guess it's all okay, right? F My Life. What do you say?
I just really like listening to what my dad has to say about things.
Oh my God, yeah, that's
Yikes.
super F My Life. Or
Yeah, it's F my life, I would say. I mean, yeah, you saved yourself a lot of time at least.
yeah, and
Oof.
and she definitely sounds racist, Tyler. So sorry about that. But definitely, you never want to date anyone at work anyway. So it's a blessing in disguise. But F My Life. All right, next email sent to me by Scarlett. Scarlett said, my mom came home unusually early from work and walked in on me hooking up with a guy. What made it more embarrassing is the fact that I'm 19 and my hookup is 52.
Woof.
Jesus.
Yikes.
Yo, I would freak the F out, dude. That's a bad scenario all the way around.
Like, what's the excuse on that one?
I have a 19-year-old, right? So like, maybe a 52-year-old, like that's his last year.
Although the parents like, you can finally get out of the house and have yourself established with good money.
Yeah.
Fine.
Is that daddy issues or granddaddy issues?
Granddaddy issues.
Yeah. F my life.
Yep.
Yes, big time. All right, and F my life for your mom too, dude. All right, next F my life sent to me by Ava. She said I was slapped by a 14-year-old girl because I was apparently stealing her boyfriend. I'm 25 and her boyfriend is my nephew.
Awkward much?
Yeah, F my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just weird.
All the way around, yeah. And Tucson be wildin'.
Yeah,
all right,
though.
final F my life of the day sent to me by Julian. Julian said, Beef, my dad found out that there are others like him in this world. They're called furries.
Oh, no. He's got money.
Yes, dude. So F my life for Julian who has a furry dad.
Yeah, I mean, interesting dinner conversations, that's for sure.
My God, yes.
Yikes.
They came out swinging this week. All right, so
No
there's your F my
kidding.
lives. Keep those emails coming. Subject line FML. Let's hit the reset. We got more, including your opportunity to win tickets for the Nightmare on Crime. All right, we're back here live. Joining us she's backstage right now. We're gonna pull her up. And Rico has known Lindsay for quite some time. Yes, but we're gonna
Hot
try
Mortician, Lindsay.
Yeah, we're trying to brand you as the hot mortician, Lindsay. You know, and of course it's spooky season. Yes, yeah. You're the hottest mortician that we've ever come across, and I watched the show 6 Feet Under. Right, so I'm familiar with the art of mortician to a certain extent and the drama that's behind it, but I don't know if that actually translates into real life. But greetings, Lindsay. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Sorry, I didn't know I was going to be on webcam today. I'm not as I feel like I'm not a mortician today.
You got natural
like my goth look, you know?
Yeah.
Well, Wednesday Addams.
You know what though? I mean, we were going. I've been trolling your Instagram, right? And trolling, just stalking. I haven't made any lewd or rude comments, I promise. But you're still like a bright mortician. You don't look like a Morticia Addams type speak. You know what I mean?
I'm not. So I sometimes can just pull it off, but I don't. It's not like usually my thing. So.
You're right. I mean, at this point, it's cliche, I guess, where people would expect you to dress in like all black and black lipstick and, gothed out.
It's weird. I guess like there is a huge like goth scene in the funeral industry, though. There are a lot of people. Like when I was in school for this, when I was in mortuary science school, there were a lot of goth people in there, but they don't really I don't think they really graduate. So a lot of them don't really graduate.
More of a hobby.
They're in there for the cool points.
Yeah, they're just in there.
That's why they have a mortuary school is to weed out all the people who just want it to be scene kids. So I think that's why they have it. I think that's a huge reason why. That's just my hot take. But
no, I think you're absolutely probably correct on that assumption.
Yeah.
What got you into wanting to be a mortician?
Well, I was living in New York City and working in nightlife and fashion, and it was going great until one day I was like, I hate this. Mm-hmm. So I was looking for a change, and there was probably like 8 or 9 months of my life where I was like really searching for something. And I had like 10 jobs in that time period. And I was just like the crazy girl at parties that would go up to people and be like, what should I do with my life? All right, crazy lady, get out of here. And then I was waiting for a bus in Brooklyn in the middle of nowhere. And across the street was a funeral home. And I was like, that's interesting. And I was like a sponge at this time. So like anything I was absorbing. So I saw that and I went home and I read about it. And I was like, this seems good. Like I have a BA in psychology, so it kind of hit that, and it kind of hit all these other things that I thought, here's my only employee right here.
It's good that you showed the cat, because I'm like, oh my god, she got a tail. No. Yeah, she's a furry.
I knew it. A mortician furry.
I mean, it's Halloween. Stranger things have happened, and it's like
no, he's just on my lap. So
you saw like a mortuary, and that was almost like a sign, huh? You're just like, oh,
I could do that.
Bing.
yeah, I mean, I was just so hungry for some sort of direction. So I saw that, and I just looked into it. And I remember I called my dad because he was kind of on this journey with me, and I called him, and I'm like, oh yeah, so what do you think about this? He's like, oh, Lindsay, this is perfect for you. That was kind of it. That kind of did it for me. And then I found a school that was in the city, and it was rated best in the country, which I felt was really like hilarious and ironic.
Yeah.
And so I signed up for school like that month, started the month after, and it was that was it. It's just been
what made you, for your dad's perspective, right? And like I have a daughter. I've seen her grow up, so you kind of their personality traits. What made your dad scream out that you being a mortician would be perfect for you as a 6-year-old Lindsay? What was 6-year-old Lindsay doing to where your dad's like, oh yeah, she's gonna mess with dead bodies. She'll know, yeah.
Well, I asked him about that later. I didn't really go into too much detail on that phone call, but I asked him later about that. He's like, oh yeah, Linz, it's because you're really moody. I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, you're moody, but you're also very sensitive and empathetic. I was like, okay. Well, that's nice. Thank you, Dad.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
So it was
you're not going to get any bad customer service reviews from dead people, basically.
You hate the living since you were a kid.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I know, because you're like, Dad, was I like playing with like corpses or something when I was younger and I blacked that out? And you're like, no, just because you're moody.
But my dad is a vet, so I would watch him do like surgeries and stuff as a kid, and I always thought it was really cool. And
that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and I would my dad would never let me bring friends to his hospital to watch him do surgeries, but one day I convinced him. And I brought this kid, and he passed out when he was doing the surgery on a cat. And he's like, Lindsay, never again. But I thought it was cool. So
yeah,
had the stomach for it.
Yeah. We have Chef Michael and Chef Gary joining us in studio, by the way. So Rico, and that's Chef Michael and Chef Gary. And so I just want to get you caught up. We're gonna get on the air here. Continue to talk about this as well. And you're based out in LA now?
Yeah, I'm in LA.
Yeah. And then so the Farrington mortuary, that's your mortuary? Do you own it? So you're like a business owner as well?
I am, yeah.
Are people just dying to do business with
God.
you? Sorry.
What are you doing?
It took him 4 minutes.
Sorry.
He had to. I mean, there's got to be something. There's got to be the 6 feet under talk. There's got to be some sort of pun. I mean,
yes,
Adam's family.
Did he prep you of like how much of like a cliche schmuck I am? Because seriously, I'm gonna hit.
Everyone says it. Every single person says it. So
it's in our bio.
That's why on my Instagram bio it says, yes, I've seen 6 feet under. It literally says it on my bio because everybody asked that question.
Well, at least that was educational. We're back on the air, Rock 102.1 KFMA. I'm just making people cringe with my punch jokes as we're talking with hot mortician Lindsay here. So Rico has known Lindsay here for years. She owns a mortuary out in Los Angeles, which of course is a unique career, but one that is obviously been around for so long and such a steady career as well. So we wanted to get into the mind, especially during spooky season, what it takes to be a mortician, and also some of everyone has their quirks about their job. That's kind of like what they enjoy about it. One of the kind of like bad day at the offices type deals, I mean, you guys are in the kitchen, you get that.
Yeah.
And of course there's cliches that, myself, like guys like myself would be like, what about this? Okay, rigor mortis. Like, how real is that? And you're getting bodies in and stuff. And then, like, how long does rigor mortis stay, situated in, say, a male corpse until they're dead? Don't ask.
Until they're dead or after they're dead?
After they're dead. Zombie boners. How many zombie boners do you have to deal with on a regular basis?
I've never seen a zombie boner. It really
Unfortunately.
Can we be gross on this show? Is that allowed?
Yes, please. Okay.
I always know this is like really, I can't believe I'm saying this on like the hair, but you can always tell when a guy was hung, like when he was alive, because his penis was big after he died, because your penis gets really small after you die because all the blood comes out of it. So it's really tiny. So everyone has a really, really tiny little peewee when they die. So when you have a big one, when you die, I'm like, whoa, like there was this one guy that had a big one, and like he had like 10 girlfriends that came to his funeral. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
You're in the back just smiling. Like, yep.
Well,
Oh yeah.
That's bad news. So you're saying it's going to get smaller in death,
Yeah.
dude.
Sorry.
Ah.
And then vaginas get bigger.
Dead cold.
That's another thing. They get poofy.
What does?
A vagina, they get poofy.
Oh, the vaginas get bigger, but the penises get smaller in death.
Yeah.
Oh,
interesting.
So it's like unfortunate for both,
Yeah.
The more you know.
That is
Enjoy
interesting.
it.
But so you kind of have like, dead penile math in your head where when you see it and you're like, oh, I bet you living, that's a good 8 inches right there. But you can't, it's not necessarily measuring out. So that's an interesting thing that you're going to take away. That did they teach you that in school, or is this something that you learned on the job?
That was a learned thing.
In the field.
Yeah.
Field work. Yeah.
I did not have this on my bingo card for today.
Right. No, we're learning today for sure. It's also such such an important career because in a way you're helping families achieve closure, right? So you have to work intimately with people who, when they bring in a loved one, and in the process there, I'm sure has to be super heavy. Right. Yeah. So what's some of the steps that you have to do to make sure on an empathetic level, you're connecting with your clients and making sure they're accepting and moving forward and appreciating the life that was lived?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a common misconception that I only deal with the dead. It's actually the most like people facing job I've ever had. It's very intense. I mean, I have to deal with people during the worst days of their life on a regular basis. And so it's like very intense energy constantly. It's like a lot of anxiety, like sadness and anger. It's like, this whole thing. But, grief is under an umbrella. So everyone kind of grieves in their own way, but it's all kind of the same. They just kind of have their own reactions. But I think it's why I'm good at my job, is that I can kind of read people pretty well, and I can tell kind of what they need at that time. Like if they want to talk about it, if they don't, if they want to just get through it quickly or not, I think I have a pretty good feel for it. But I also really like to listen. So I think that also like makes it, nice for my clients. And I call my clients the ones that are living, that are paying the bill, not the dead ones.
Okay. Oh yeah. What do you call? Yeah. What do you call? Oh, you call them the merchandise or what? Like,
no, they're just my, well, I mean, I kind of say something on my own, but I don't know if I should say it. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm how I view dead bodies is really different now. Like I definitely think there's the soul continues, but like once you die, that your body is just a shell and it needs to be disposed of. So in other words, it's like we're trying to take care of biohazard trash, which is kind of a crass way to say it, but it is true. Like we need to get rid of this in a respectful way, of course, but it needs to be like taken care of. So that's kind of what I view it. I mean, I still talk to them and treat them like they're alive, but
during the whole process while you're prepping them, because you prep them for service and everything too. For wakes. Yeah. And then do you do the makeup and everything as well? So you have to go through that step before you go to the disposal route, where you have to properly, either cremate them or get them prepared for burial and all that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So weird. I was thinking two things, because you guys can relate to this, right? As far as the customer things, you think hangry Karens are bad. Grieving Karens must be worse, right?
Oh no, like Bridezilla, but like cemetery version.
Yeah. There's no winning in that situation.
That's where I think that my bartending experience really paid
absolutely
great, because you get to deal with, because they're kind of similar. Like crazy drunk people and grieving people are very similar. Okay.
Yeah, they sound the same.
Very irrational.
Yeah.
It's like kind of unrational, kind of aggressive. It's like, I know what's going on here.
Yeah. Like I've seen it all.
Right. I mean, for people to like select you, obviously you're out in Los Angeles, but say a loved one like died in your family. What are you looking for in a mortician, to where like, if because you can probably get a bad mortician, right? So, I mean, you want to look for the best kind of services. So what do you look for if you were in that situation and you couldn't book yourself?
Personally, I would look for a small business that's not owned by a corporation. I think that's huge.
Yeah, the
not saying that
McDonald's
all-
of morticians. Worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not saying that they're bad, but it just kind of sucks to have to deal with like 10 people when you're trying to just take care of something. Like, for instance, when you call like Forest Lawn, it's like a huge corporation. You have to go
Press
through
2
like,
if they just died. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
like 3 people to get to any info about like your loved one. I would hate that. And with a small one, you just deal with 1 or 2 people, which is like easy and it feels more personal. So that's what I would do for sure. I would find a small company. And a lot of these places try and like fool you into thinking that they're a small company, but they're really not. So that's another thing that's kind of like shady. But that's one. But mine is easy because I would never want to view my dad. Like after he died, I would never want to. No.
Right.
No
You want to
thanks.
remember him living, and you don't need to
Yeah.
see like, as much as like it is an art and a craft to try to recreate what they looked like when they were still alive, you still can't 100% nail it. It still looks weird. Or any
And
open
they just,
casket.
they just look different. Like even if you die and you see them like right after, they still don't look like themselves anymore. And it's just weird.
Right.
It's just like not what I need. You know, I've seen enough dead people that I'm like, yeah, this just wouldn't really work for me at all. So
Yeah, I feel that. Before we wrap things up on the FM side, I started off this conversation with a bad pun. What are some like terrible puns that people have said to you that you wish you just don't have to hear anymore? And so this way I won't accidentally repeat them to you. I'm trying to take as much knowledge.
they're dying to see you, Lindsay. Oh, they're dying to see you.
That's the worst one on the list where you're just like, if you could never hear that again, it would be too soon. Yeah.
But I mean, it still is funny to me. I don't hate them. I still think it's funny because it's just people trying to like relate to me and like laugh. So it doesn't bother me. It just is like, oh, here it is again.
I like dates and stuff, and they're trying to relate. They're like, "Hey, that's dead, huh? Huh? What's up?" Like it's got to be weird trying to get on that level.
Yeah, but then I always kind of know like what they want to talk about because it's like people always want to hear stories, and I'm like, well, what kind of story do you want to hear? I have a lot. So like, which category? Do you want like gory? Do you want sad? Do you want like what? Like there's so many. I don't know what you want.
Well, then you know what? On the podcast broadcast stream, let's ask a gory story.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need gory. It's Halloween. That's Lindsay, the hot mortician. We're gonna hit the reset. We're gonna be back with more right after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Continuing the conversation on YouTube.com/beefvegan. Clear.
I was going to say back in the day, I was friends with some nurses and I thought I was desensitized from stories from them. But then I met Lindsay and heard her story. I'm like, okay, this is next level. Oh my God, every time.
I think I just lay on stories on Rico, I'm pretty sure. I don't think
the
I
one
even
that
asked
stuck.
him.
What's the one? I mean, if we
mom's like, I want it all.
If we want to get into it, like the one you talked about transporting a bloated body one time alone. I'm sure that happened a few times. But the fact there was like you and other morticians when you were starting out, I think at the old place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the guy who was huge and exploded.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Tell that story.
Oof.
Yeah, that was such a good one. I love this story because it was like the very beginning of my career.
Right. Yeah.
And I was working in a crematorium. That was my first job. And
you're still here.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, and we had this I call them fatty bombatties, like Tim Dillon, but he was huge guy. He was like probably 400, 500 pounds, huge guy. And he was, when you die, when you're really large like that, you decompose very quickly. And so there's you bloat up, you get really, and like almost to a point where you touch the belly and it feels like it's going to explode. It's kind of like that.
Yes.
So we were taking him out. It was 3 of us trying to get him ready to go into the retort, which is like the cremation thing. And I could just see his body start to wiggle because he was basically coming off of the lift that we have to put him on to lift up to put into the thing. And I kind of backed away because I was it was watching a car accident in slow motion. I was like, I knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And he fell, slipped off, and his guts just went everywhere. And the guy that was helping us was in the corner, puking his guts out. And the other girl was like, "Stop being a pussy, Juan. Come over."
Stop being a pussy, Juan.
Grab the guts. We got this.
Poor Juan.
Get the dustpan.
So
Get the
I
dustpan.
picked up the task of cleaning up the blood and the organs, and then they picked them back up and put them in. So that was quite something. There was also a time when there was a maggot infestation in the crematorium. So when I was
Gary's
there,
out.
I had to wear bands around my socks, and I couldn't have my purse because like maggots would go in it, and like there were just maggots everywhere. Everywhere.
In the person?
In the crematorium, like whole room. So there were just maggots infested everywhere.
Oh,
and we had to like close down for like a whole, like I think 3 days to like clean it all out.
Yeah.
And then what's crazy about maggots, I've actually learned to really respect them, because at first I hated them because they're so gross, but now I like really respect them because they're actually really cool.
They do the job.
They get jobs done. Okay.
Yeah.
But they go into your brain a lot of the time. They have to go in there and eat stuff. And we knew this one body was infested with maggots because you could see him in the stomach, and they were coming out of his ears and stuff. And my friend was like, "Get in close, you can hear him." And I was like, "Okay." So I got in close to his head, and you could hear him go.
They were like, "Man, this real good.
This is a good one.
Damn good here.
Yummy. He was a smart boy.
What's going on right now?
Lindsay, it's so nice meeting you. We're definitely going to continue this conversation another time here very soon. So
Before we throw up.
I love it. You were fantastic.
Plug
guest,
her Instagram so people can follow.
Yes, okay. It's the Instagram right here. It's right here. It's the Farrington _mortuary.
I keep telling her we're going to start her a podcast because, my God.
Yeah. No, our streamers, we have
her.
a bunch of streamers besides, Gary Squirman, but a bunch of streamers are loving the morbid curiosity, everything about it's wildly fascinating. We have a couple things we have to hit on the FM side, or we would have more time with you, but we'll definitely do this again here soon. Okay.
Yeah. No, it sounds great. Thanks so much for having me, and have a great day.
Yes,
more to
absolutely.
come.
Yes, watch out for those maggots. Look at Gary. Look at Gary's face. He can't handle it.
She came out hard, man.
I love
came
it.
out swinging.
We'll talk soon.
Hey, you wanted gross, and I gave you gross.
You delivered.
We asked, you delivered. So
Love you,
that's
lady.
Lindsay, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Yeah, that was fantastic. I know that's a brutal part of the gig. I mean, now you deal with meat all the time. I mean, you're cutting up like steak and stuff. Are you looking at it differently, or are you just like,
No, I mean,
I can't wait to cut up that segment though and edit where Gary's like, "Yeah, give us the gross stuff," and like 2 seconds later,
no, please stop with the gross stuff.
I'm done.
I can hear maggots. I call them magnets.
Magnets.
Just to like be able to like compartmentalize whatever. I can't.
and Christy, it's Farrington _mortuary.
Yeah.
Called maggots disco rice.
I'll put a link later.
You would call maggots disco rice.
Is that what she said in the chat?
No, somebody else said disco rice.
Oh, Farrington. Here's the Instagram page, Farrington _mortuary. Fascinating, very candid and stuff. So yeah, we'll definitely talk with Lindsay again here soon. That was great. And we got to talk knife fight too. So it's a hard pivot to go from like rotting corpses to delicious food and judging it. But that's what we're doing.
You do it well, my man.
Hell yeah, it's a balancing act, baby.
Thanks.
Come on out, enjoy the food tonight.
That's how it goes.
In other news.
That's so great. I just gotta imagine though, because again, like first date conversations gotta always be kind of awkward. Because she's super cool, right? But you gotta say, as like a guy, you're gonna try to like vibe with her and stuff. But everything you're talking about is super weird, and you're like, no, I'm cool. And until she starts getting into real details, and be like, maybe I'm not that cool. I might have to pull the brakes a little bit.
Maybe that's a second date topic.
Yeah. So I'll follow her too. I think we are following her, but I'll double it up. But yeah, you guys
Should be
enjoy
our
that.
resident mortician. Q&A.
Well, yeah, there's only one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many other morticians were going in there. But
Well, it's cool because next time we can talk about how, like, when she was starting out at that one mortuary.
Yeah,
she was telling. It was interesting, like any other job where you go into an industry and it's like overrun with like kind of like the older generation doing things an old way, not efficient.
Right.
So she was talking about how frustrating that was, the way they processed everything, and she's like, I can do way better than this. And literally went off and did her own thing.
Well, I mean,
So
that's the beauty thing to do.
Yeah.
It's not even just a mortician; it's being a business owner, right? You know what that is like and stuff. Are you still doing the food truck with Guido's Barbecue?
No.
Oh, what happened?
I'm selling it. I don't got time for it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Just working too hard. Yeah, you just stretch it too thin, huh?
Yeah. Well, just everything else. Just I don't have time for it.
I get
so if
it.
you know anybody wants a food truck, dude,
right?
I'll hook them up.
Yeah. Nice.
Ready to go.
Right.
RTG.
Yeah. Clean and all that stuff.
No, it comes
yeah.
with everything attached. Like it's just set and go. Somebody that wants to start one can just.
Yep.
Up
Call
and
the
go.
health department. Get going.
Nice. All right. Mama Louise is doing good and everything. I'm surprised you didn't bring any Joe spaghetti.
I was running behind. I'll bring you some tonight, though. I'll bring you a bunch of
Well,
crap
no,
tonight.
because I have to eat everything else.
Yeah, but
and
You
plus,
get
I
a
just-
bite.
It's
Oh, yeah.
always good after, too. So you can take it home midnight, snack it.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Okay, good. I will.
I got you.
Because I'm feeling like fat fuck too. Because I've been doing a lot of food here. Just past like 4 or 5 days. I went to Charo on the north side.
Mhm.
Dropped that. I was eyeballing that tomahawk, but I'm like, I don't want to put a car payment down. I'm not baller.
It's not that much.
Yeah, it is $150 for a tomahawk.
Well, it's for two
I
to
didn't think I
four
was
people.
gonna eat it. Yeah. Oh, 4 people. See, I was on a date, so
Oh.
yeah. So
Yeah, 2 to 4.
I mean, I still ate too much where it kind of ruined my plans for the night. Rock on 2x1 KFMA. I was going to drive up to Phoenix after I did Charles, right? But then I ate too much. And I was like, let's just go home and cuddle instead. And that's what I did. So, but it was delicious. I had the ribeye and it was fantastic. Of course, I'm name dropping. I was hoping to get some free app discount or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, yes. Chef Gary here. I know Chef Gary. It didn't work. That's all right. Yeah, that's all right.
we were in the White Mountains.
Yeah, no, you're doing good. Hey, you know what? Shout out to the Flores family. I like paying full price sometimes. All right, so let's get into this story real quick. This is servers reveal their nightmare scenarios. You've seen this situation, but I want you to give me a night fight judge score 8, 9, 10. Based off these nightmare scenarios for servers and being in the restaurant industry, okay? A 20 top walks in with no reservation. You're the only server on the floor. They're all separate checks, and they're all above the age of 65. 8, 9, or 10.
Oh, that's a 10. We actually had that happen on Friday.
Really?
A lady, our website, you can make a reservation on the website.
Mhm.
You can't make a reservation for a party of 6 or more because we have to call special,
Yeah.
so we got to put them on a special table. She said in her mind, I'll just make the reservation so they have it. She made it for one person and showed up with 20 on Friday night during Tucson Meet Yourself.
Oh.
She didn't even put in the comments. Like,
No.
I couldn't.
on, bro.
No, but she had her name on the reservation. I got a reservation
Yep.
under my name.
100%. That's
By
what
the
she said.
way.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Did it work out for her?
We had to move some stuff around. They had to wait a little bit, but we got them in and
You
got them
made it
taken care of.
happen.
Yep.
Yeah, but still, nightmare scenario. All right, here's what about this one? You just got a table full of high school students. 8, 9, 10. Look at you grimacing. Yeah, you know how that is.
Are they on a date?
Let's say no.
Yeah, that's an 8 then.
Okay. If they're on a date, it's a 10?
Yeah, because he's got a.
Oh, yeah. I got to peacock
Flex.
a little bit.
You
Yeah.
want an appetizer? We got to get dessert. That's an instant dessert right there. You want the pizookie? You want a
Yeah.
pizza cookie?
Yeah.
And then
save
That's
room.
good upsells.
$1
Yeah.
tip.
Oh, you know it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for me, I'm not worried. They're gonna pay the bill. It's the server that ain't getting the tip.
Yeah.
I'm
Sucks for
fine.
you.
Yeah.
I'm getting my bottom
I'm getting
line.
my
Sell that
mine.
bazooki.
Sell that
Yeah.
cookie.
All right. Let's say 7 tables just walked in and we're out of silverware.
Oh,
9, 10. What are you going to rate that as?
I mean, that always happens.
Yeah, that's a
That's
normal. That's a,
It's not
nine.
even
That's
a
a normal
nightmare.
thing
That's
right
just
there.
daily
right.
operations.
That
All
doesn't
right.
even get into my nightmare dreams.
All right.
We're doing Ethiopian style. You use your hands.
Yeah.
Come on.
Here's some injera.
How about this? As we're looking at nightmare serving scenarios, all servers have been cut. You're the only one left, and now you have to roll all the silverware in the entire restaurant.
That's on you, dude. If you're the closer, you got to check people out. That's
See, that's a chef move right
That's
there.
checks and
it.
balances right
That's
there.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. It's been so long since you served. You have no empathy left in you at all. Like,
zero.
do
You
your side
didn't
work.
check
I
out
was
your
serving the other day, bro.
Yeah,
You
you
Oh,
come
yeah.
to the restaurant, you
You
don't know
didn't-
what I'm gonna be
If
doing.
your pre-closers left you like that, that's on you.
Yeah.
Should have said
all right.
something.
All right. Well, that creepy guy just asked for you by name to serve him. 8, 9, 10.
Oh, dude, we get that all the
Yeah.
time at the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Yeah.
Our girls, man, dude, they get dudes.
I'm sorry, I
all
won't
the
ask for
time.
Rebecca anymore. I thought she was my friend. Jesus, you know.
No,
man.
we'll get guys who will come in, and if their server isn't working, the one that they want, they'll leave,
Straight up leave.
Oh,
and they'll be like, "Oh, she's not here.
Oh.
I'll come back tomorrow."
yeah. I thought you served spaghetti, not lap dances.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty much.
right, dude.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's a real life thing. Dude. That
Around
happens
Crenshaw
all the
and
time.
34, that's a 10, 10, 10.
Well, there you go. Some server nightmare scenarios. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. We got to get ready for tonight. It's going to be a party going down at the Union. The last finale or the finale of Night Fight. hosted by Chef Gary, Chef Michael, kicks off at 7 p.m. tonight. There'll be a bar fight and then a knife fight. Who are the bar fight finalists and then the knife fight finalists?
Bar fight, you got Vinny.
Okay.
Vinny Manjigan.
Going for a second title. So,
nice. Oh, he won last year?
No, he won the year before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
Patty
going
Velasquez.
against Patty.
Yeah.
Patty's
Nice.
rad. She's cool, man. She's got some spunk to her. She's ready to throw down.
Excellent.
So, great
She's made
flavors.
some like Vinny's very creative and out there, wild cocktails. You know, he's using spam. He's probably gonna have spam tonight again.
All right, I'll be ready for it.
Where Patty is very like flavors are on point, garnish is on point, and it's just a solidly built cocktail.
Yeah.
That's what I look for too. You know what I mean? As much as I like spam, like show me something that tastes good.
Yeah.
Am I catching a buzz? There you go. And if you guys are listening, then you know how to get to my heart. I'll be one of the judges. Chef Travis Peters is going to be one of the judges as well. So the finale goes down tonight. You could join, have dinner at the Union, also buy raffle tickets, win-ish.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes down for the 9th annual Tucson Knife Fight. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to follow Knife Fight on Instagram. That's how you're going to get all the information. That's Tucson Knife Fight. Underscore in between all the words there. And then we'll share it on our KFMA page as well. Chef Michael, Chef Gary, thank you as always.
Thank you, brother.
That's all the time we have for the show today. Thank you guys for listening. Be back tomorrow bright and early. Till then, enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later. Not that bright, not that early. I'm going to try to record that first hour so I can get some sleep in. You know what I mean? Bright-ish, early-ish.
Dude, I wanted to ask the mortuary chick if, like, she's heard Ghost especially. But, like, I've heard that, like, bodies, like,